another video, and this video is going to be a book review of The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. I recently just read this book, blew my mind a bit. I'm a little bit through the second book at the moment, and because I'm in a readathon at the moment, I won't get to that probably for another week, but I'm really excited that I finished the first one because I wanted to read it before the movie came out, but I don't think the movie's going to be coming to Jindabyne, so that's annoying me. But I've still read it. It's a massive book. I was pretty shocked, and it only took me like 2.5 days to read, so I was pretty happy with that. It's going to be a spoiler-free review, so don't worry about me saying anything that's going to be a spoiler. Well, I hope I don't say anything that's a spoiler. I will try not to say anything really important. Get on with the review. I really liked how the aliens were conveyed in this book, because normally you get, you have aliens where they're like the green monsters in the spaceships, and all they do is they come down, try and kill everyone, and then there's a group of like 5 humans that save the world. That's pretty much how it always goes. And even though there are other alien books, they're not generally about big wars like this, but this book was really interesting in the way that the aliens are really smart, and how they attack the Earth slowly over the course of, like, they attack the Earth like not in one hit, but it was like a slow attack. And as it is called the fifth wave, there has been 4 waves of attack that have dwindled the population of the Earth to about 9 million, so 7 billion people have been killed in this whole invasion. And it's just so crazy how so many people have just died. Like, I was shocked with the number of people that have died in this book. And even though most of the, and you don't know when someone's going to die in this book as well. That was really hard for me, because I couldn't get attached to people in this book because they just end up dying. And that's really sad. And even though most of the important ones are okay, still more people did die. But in this book, the 4 waves entailed the first wave being lights out, where all electricity, battery operated, anything that's operated by power was completely blacked out. Like, mobile phones are gone, cars stopped working, planes were dropping out of the sky, lights didn't work, nothing was working. So pretty much everything just went, all power went down, so just no communication could be made. And I think that was such a good way to really start it, because no countries could communicate with each other because they couldn't get any type of message out. And the aliens had been seen, like the big mothership had been seen for like 10 days, and everyone was kind of like freaking out, but not. But then just this happened, and it really started it in. But then the second wave was surfs up. It dropped like a massive spear into the tectonic plates and pretty much wiped out any coastal area, because they had earthquakes and tsunamis. A lot of people died, so everyone then started getting herded into like inland, and that was another good plot, because you're starting to get all the humans together, so it'd be easy to kill them. Oh my god, just so much. This book was just crazy. But the third wave was pestilence. I cannot say. They have a little list here of the 5 waves, and five waves really. They have a little, like, a list here of the 4 waves. I'm just trying to say here the pestilence. Anyway, this entails that birds got infected with a disease that killed 6 billion people, and only people that are alive, of course, are the ones that are immune to it. But it was a disease that, like, it was pretty much like Ebola, so people were vomiting up blood, and just blood was coming out everywhere, and it ate, like, the disease killed them and then ate their brains, and just so many people died from this disease. But it was like really inventive that they like made the disease go through like the air through birds like crapping and stuff. And then the 4th wave is the silencer, which the aliens figured out a way to put themselves into humans, so they're able to control the aliens are able to control the humans, which I thought was really interesting, because it's like, I would like to compare it to The Host, because with The Host they take over the humans, but you're able to tell whether the alien's in a human from the color, like how your eyes glow. But in this, you have no idea. They can look totally normal and act totally normal, but they're fighting this alien cause that you still are like understanding throughout the book. So this book is just, oh my, but really, like, the aliens are so smart, and I would be so freaked out to be attacked by aliens like this, because it just worked. There's like, they just have so much went into making this plan, and and even me finishing this first book, I still don't know what the full plan is. Like, I still don't know why they're attacking humans, why they're on Earth. Are they trying to harvest humans? I don't think so. Are they trying to get resources from the Earth? We've pretty much destroyed the Earth, so I wouldn't think that either. But it's just really, like, still trying to figure things out. And I feel like in the third book, when that finally comes out in May, I think there's still going to be stuff that needs to be figured out in this book. But anyway, with the story though, Cassie is the main character, and she's 16 years old, and she's lived through the first 4 waves, and she's just living in the forest trying to figure out what to do. And her biggest priority is trying to get her brother back, who was taken away from her for a month earlier, and she doesn't know what's happened, and it's just about her trying to figure out how to get to her brother, and that's her biggest priority at the moment. And I really liked Cassie as a character. Like, I thought she was good, like she was a good mind to be in this book when you were finding things out. But also in this book you have quite a few perspectives, so as can you see that, how there's those black lines? Each black line means that there's a new perspective, and in this book I really liked as well that you didn't know who you had to figure out who it was, because they didn't have at the start of the chapter Cassie's perspective or Sammy's perspective, or, you know, who Ben's perspective. You didn't have that. You had to figure it out. So sometimes you'd be reading his perspective and you'd have no idea who the person was, which I thought was really interesting. And even though it's easier having the name at the top, I think it is fun every now and then to have a book where you've really got to figure out whose perspective you're actually reading from, so that's great. I also really liked another character, Ben. He's introduced like early on from Cassie's perspective, and then he has his own perspective, but I really enjoyed him as a character as well, and he's really protective of people, and he's really smart as well, so he was good at figuring things out. And another character I really liked was Evan. Oh my god, Evan is just my favourite person ever. He was such a good character. I really liked how he looked after Cassie a lot, which was really great. So much fun with him. I loved him so much. He was a great character. But, like, seriously, the whole cast of characters in this were all interesting and unique in their own way, and they really made the story. I'm trying to really talk about things without spoiling anything. This is really hard, but you really need to read this book, guys. Read the freaking book, because the movie is out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch it until it's on DVD, but it's out. Gotta read it. But anyway, I've tried to talk about this gushing about this as much as I can without saying anything important. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching my review, and I'll see you later.